I thought we progressed nicely. We started at this beginning of this tournament. A lot of people didn't expect us to reach this final. A lot of people expected Australia and South Africa to just roll over us. Credit must go to the way we fought throughout the entire series. To put ourselves in this position to play the final was, just tremendous. We just fell short today. If you look back on this game today, probably I would say 20, 30 runs too many, and we weren't able to, quite get it going in the batting department. I thought we were off to a reasonably good start. We kept wickets in hand in the first over. I thought the new ball was always crucial. We didn't really give too many wickets, we'll give any wickets away in the first 10. We just never really got going in the middle. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating. Again, that's just how cricket is played. If you look at the game too, Shannon Gabriel went off at a crucial stage. We didn't have his overs at the end. I thought the game changing over for us was that last week came in on bowl and got the 2 wickets. I thought Steve was playing very, very well, and he was looking set for something big. It was crucial that we brought our partnership, and then we all know what Maxwell could produce, and he did it in the last game for us in terms of just giving them that impetus at that right stage. So it was important for us not to let him get off. So I think at that stage, I was very pleased with Shannon's 2 wickets there, and I felt we rallied there. But again, coming on to the end, we didn't have that firepower to finish them off. Yeah, it was a crucial stage in the game. He actually pulled up in his groin. He had some problems in his groin, and running was a bit difficult for him. So at that stage, he tried to get as much runs as he possibly get at that stage. He was going reasonably well for us. It would have been nice if he could hang in there a little longer, But again, with his groin at that stage, he was unable to run properly. So he took the route to push on a little bit more, which didn't work out in it. It's difficult to say. I felt even with 3 wickets at that, early on in the game, I thought we recovered well enough to build a partnership there at the end with Paulie and Ramdin first, and then myself and Ramdin afterwards. It's just unfortunate we weren't able to carry those partnerships a little deeper. I thought, at the stage I got out probably wasn't the best time, and I felt it was going reasonably well at that stage, and if we could have got on 100 in the last 10 overs, maybe we're still in the game. It would have been tough on the wicket still with the likes of Stark and Hazelwood still having overs in the bag. But we had to back ourselves to get it there. But I tried to just force the issue probably at that stage, where it could have probably held on a little bit longer. I wouldn't say he's a difficult batsman to bowl to in a sense. I thought he played well today. The initial overs up front with Sunil, we feel he always struggles to Sunil, so we just try to get Sunil as early as possible into him. And he got past that phase, and on these types of wickets here, the longer you spend, or on any type of wicket, the longer you spend, the easier it becomes. I felt you must give him credit. I thought he played well when the ball was in his area to score. He capitalised, and he was able to get Australia up to that 270 that they got.
Given just how competitive you were in this series, do you wish you had a more regular game against Australia or a chance to play them?
I think if you look back on our calendar year last year, we didn't have that much one-day cricket at all. I just think we just need more cricket. One-day cricket at that, there's no secret about it. The way the IC is structured their cricket now, you have to qualify to go into the IC events. It's just important that we get as much cricket as possible, particularly one-day cricket, to keep ourselves moving in the rankings. No point us playing a series here and then we don't play another series for another few months. Whereas other teams get opportunity to play games and move ahead of us. So for instance, if we make strides here now, it's important we have a series to back this up. In order to keep moving up. That's just how it is. At this stage, it's beyond my control. I just hope going forward we get some more games. If you look at the remainder of the year, we've got 3 games in UAE, and then we've got another Tri-Nation series pending at the end of the year. So hopefully that comes off, and we have some cricket. It'll be interesting. I read an article a few days ago saying that this is a big week in terms of decisions in the ICC. They are having their meetings this week. So I guess we'll sit down and see what happens. Again, that's beyond my control. I could only just sit and hope that we get some cricket and we can control what we can control. I think the things that we can control is playing some cricket. I think once we play some cricket, we always give ourselves a good chance.
This is the first series where Coach Simmons actually coached the 180 compared to Sri Lanka to anything specifically done that you say helped the team get to the.
I think he did a lot. Credit must go to this management staff we have. The implementation of Roddy Eswick as well. I think Roddy came in and did an excellent job. We've planned a lot. In this series especially. We had some long meetings, and it's just about formulating our plans, and it all boils down to execution on a particular day. But the planning phase was excellent. Having those guys around to support us in practice sessions. They were never short of giving us their all in terms of throwing balls or making a facility. Or using the facility to the best of our advantage. We had days where we had to go indoors, and they never said no. It was a situation where they supported everybody, straight through, and credit must go to the entire management staff.
What positive aspects do you have taken away from the series? What would you single out as the most positive aspect from the wrestling point of view?
There are lots of positives, man. We had 2 centuries in this entire tournament. We had a 90 again by Marlon. Pollard coming back in, he had 2 half centuries. Sunil came back in and he had a big haul in Guyana. Shannon Gabriel impressing in his first few games. Carlos Bradford continues to show people he's a quality all-rounder. Even the energy we showed in the field, I think this is the first time in a while we've shown such energy in the field, and we've been at fault sometimes of having it for one particular game and just losing it in the next few. But I can't commend the fielders enough. I thought the effort was tremendous throughout this entire series. This is the first time in a while I've seen guys really commit to diving around and keeping that energy in the circle. And I think it was well led by Andre Fletcher. I thought Fletcher did an excellent job in the circle, especially at backward point, on the boundary. Johnson Charles did a hell of a job on the boundary too quietly. Obviously, you've got guys like Pollard, and who would always throw himself around and always shows that presence in the field. So, as I said before, we have a number of positives. For me, it's just important that we just not stay in this position and get comfortable in a sense. We've shown that we can compete with the top sides in the world. We've shown that we have what it takes to beat them. It's just important that we keep improving. Improvement is the name of the game, and once we keep improving, I'm sure we'll work our way up the rankings.
Would you say there was anything special that the Australians did that would have been responsible for their victory in the series?
I think they stuck to their plans and executed a lot better than we did per se in this game in terms of their bowling plans. If you look at their bowling lineup up front, especially, I think they make runs very hard to come by. They've been excellent with the new ball. Obviously Stark is a handful up front, and he was well supported by Josh Hazelwood. Also, I thought Colton Knight had a pretty good game. I just think that's the area that they really stood out. Obviously, they're their normal selves in the field in terms of good field inside, and if you have a good field inside and good bowling, it's tough to get runs. I thought they created pressure in the circle, relatively well, and they were consistent.